Over the last decade, new shopping centres have sprung up across the emerging market of South Africa, in city centres and outlying townships. The fancier malls provide South Africans with access to international designers, while local retailers offer shoppers a huge range of goods, from hardware products to more affordable domestically produced clothing.
Despite the lacklustre performance of South Africa's economy, the retail sector has held up relatively well. That's partly because of a growth in consumer credit, which is a concern for some, but it's also a reflection of the growing middle class in South Africa and beyond.
A host of high-end, expensive brands are moving into the malls of big cities like Johannesburg, with new malls becoming places not only to shop, but also to wine, dine and socialise.
I do clothing shopping, groceries, as you can see, everything. Yes, movies and everything. That's where my entertainment is actually.
They are associated with class, those who have made it, your most expensive properties around here.
But the shopping sprees, in part fuelled by easy credit, have attracted criticism from those concerned with South Africa's economy.
You should not really just create a community of consumers. We obviously working on the basis of China being the supplier of goods in our country. Is this situation sustainable? Absolutely not. What we need to do is we need to find ways as a country to create a strong manufacturing base. For as long as we don't really do that, we'll end up just really being a country of consumers, and a country of consumers eventually will collapse.
Economists say that retail sales are already feeling the pressure as rising inflation and household debt inhibit people's ability to spend. The country recorded retail sales growth of 2.8% in July, up on the previous month but less than expected.
It was a fast-growing area because you remember that in the South African situation you had a huge repression of any class mobility in South Africa, which post-1994 took place at a fairly rapid rate. So consumption actually grew. The retailers did a good job of selling their wares, but it also led to a level of household indebtedness that was not sustainable. And we've had elements of unsecured lending that hasn't been helpful, and the National Credit Act has played a crucial role in tempering credit and ensuring that it's extended in a responsible way.
Store owners, however, remain confident that while there will be blips in sales, the overall outlook remains positive as they serve a young and aspirant South African population.
People want to feel kind of good about themselves, about the things that they buy, the things that they do. So you probably find coming into an environment like this makes them feel a little bit better, and they put value on branded goods. I think that's the biggest trend at the moment.
South Africa is also attracting an increasing number of shoppers from fast-growing neighbouring countries as the middle class expands across the continent.
I've watched the trend switch from the African people travelling into London, France, even Italy, and they are coming more down to South Africa. It's cheaper for them, and also with the products, for example, that we stock, the super luxury brands, gives them an opportunity to spend their money here.
South African retail companies such as Shoprite and Woolworths are also leading a charge by corporates to expand across the continent as they look to tap into consumer markets in the likes of Nigeria, Ghana and Mozambique. In 2011, Walmart, the US giant, paid for a majority stake in Johannesburg-based Massmart to access the South African market and use it as a springboard to build a presence across Africa. And with the region enjoying some of the world's fastest growth rates, retailers are betting on more Africans joining the ranks of those seeking a higher quality shopping experience. Andrew England, Financial Times, Johannesburg.